Gate City 50, Rye Cove 49. Let me give you a rundown of the scores. Michael Jones for the Rye Cove has 9. Jeff Berry 12. Tim Roten has 8. Alan Butler with 4. Jason Bledsoe has a total of 17. And Mark Giles with 1. For the Gate City team, Jason Howell ends the game with 2. Scotty Vermillion with a total of 13. Will Gardner with 10. John St. Martin with 1. Robbie Owens 14. And Jason Jones with 8. We hope you have enjoyed the junior varsity game for Stacy Beavers. This is Daniel Daugherty. Stay tuned for the varsity contest coming up in 1 moment. Gentlemen, and welcome back to the Gate City Middle School. This is your host, Daniel Daugherty, with videographer Jamie Lawson. We're going to be set to start here in a moment. We're going to bring you some pregame festivities, including the starting lineups and, of course, the playing of the national anthem by Alicia Pruitt, a member of the Gate City High School Big Band of Blue. So we'd like to invite everyone to stay tuned for that. Mr. Tim Spicer, the PA announcer, is reading out the credits, I guess you would say, for his team. And now we're going to have the playing of the national anthem. And remember, this is, of course, in dedication to the troops in Saudi Arabia. By Miss Alicia Pruitt, honoring our country by playing the Star Spangled Banner. It's time for the starting lineups now. First for Rye Cove. At guard, a 5'4" sophomore, number 14, or 24 rather, Jason Bishop. 4'6", they can't be, not that short, but it's number 20, Andy Starnes. 6'2" senior, number 34, Tony Love. Love, one of the tallest members, if not the tallest member on the team. Well, no, here's a 6'3" senior, number 52, Danny Walker. And number 40, Tim Bryant. And that rounds up the starting lineup for Rye Cove. I can tell you right now that they're going to have somewhat of a height advantage over Gate City. Gate City did lose to this team earlier back at Rye Cove. For Gate City, at guard, 5'10" senior, number 12, Brian Baker. At the other guard, 6'1" senior, number 14, David Blackwell. At forward, 6' senior, number 22, Chad Mullins. At the other forward, a 6'1" senior, number 50, Brad Hensley. And at center, a 6'1" senior, number 32, Brent Harrell. And that rounds up the starting lineup for the Gate City Blue Devils varsity team here tonight. We'll have 4 8-minute quarters, and we'd like to invite everyone to stay tuned for each one of those quarters right here on Scott County Cablevision Channel 30. Once again, this is Daniel Daugherty with Jamie Lawson, and we'll be bringing you tonight's Channel 30 coverage of varsity basketball from the Gate City Middle School. It's going to be Brent Herron jumping against number 52, Danny Walker. Up, Gate City is going to come up with the tip with David Blackwell, number 14, taking the ball, gives it to Baker. Now the Mullins back to Baker. Baker throws over to no one as it's stolen away by Rye Cove. Number 24, Jason Bishop, takes the ball down. He's a little player, but boy, don't let that underestimate his ability, because he is definitely a good basketball player for Rye Cove. Number 12 now, Brian Baker, taking the ball down for the Blue Devils. Goes down, puts up the shot. It's no good. And number 10 comes up with it for the War Eagles. Gives it to number 20 now, Andy Starnes. Now over to Bishop. Bishop circles around, looking for someone. Finds number 40, Tim Bryant. Now to number 52, Walker rather. He puts it up and scores his first two, as well as the team's first two, as well as the game's first two of the evening. Number 14 now, David Blackwell throws down to number 32, Brent Herron. Herron now to Blackwell. Blackwell back into the backcourt to Brian Baker. Baker moves around to the right side of the court, finds Chad Mullins, number 22. Mullins looks underneath, finds Brent Herron as he moves into the paint, puts up the shot and scores. Brent Herron with his first 2 points of the evening, as well as the teams. Makes the score 2-2. If you missed the junior varsity game before, boy, I invite you to go down to Channel 30 and buy you a copy of it, because it was an exciting game at the end. Number 52 puts up the shot. It's no good by Walker. And number 22, Chad Mullins, now has it. Mullins throws over to number 12, Brian Baker. Baker out of number 50, Hensley. Hensley puts up the shot, no good. Herron comes up with it. He puts it up, no good. And we're going to have Rye Cove's number 24 coming up with it. Now down to number 20, 20 to number 34, now to number 40 of Rye Cove, which is Tim Bryant. Now to Starnes. Starnes over to Bishop. Bishop back to Starnes at the top of the key. Now over to the right side to Bishop. It's tipped back down to Starnes. Now Bishop has it again. He throws over to number 40, Bryant. And it ends up back to Starnes, over to Love. Now Bishop has it. He shoots from three. It's no good. And Chad Mullins jumps up, gets the rebound for the Devils. Mullins takes the ball down. Score 2-2 with 5:40 now remaining in the first period of play. Number 32, Brent Herron has it. Gives it to 22, Chad Mullins. Mullins puts up the shot. It is good by Chad Mullins. Gay City goes into the lead now, 4-2. Number 24 has the ball for the War Eagles. That's Bishop. Now throws over to Starnes. He shoots from three. It's no good because they didn't get near the rim. And it's going to be Brian Baker, number 12, taking the ball down. Baker goes over to Herron. He puts up the shot. It's no good. Love, number 34, has it for the War Eagles. Game is dwindling away here in the first period. And they say Bishop walked. There's 5 minutes exactly remaining in the first period of play. The score, Gate City 4, Rye Cove 2. Hensley inbounds to Baker, who gives it to Mullins. Back to Baker now as they work the ball down the court. Hensley has it, gives it to Herron underneath. He puts up the shot, and it's good by Brent Herron, number 32 of the Devils. He picks up his 4th point, team 6th. Makes the score 6-2. Number 20 has the ball. Throws over to 24. Now back to number 20 and the 24, which is Bishop. Bishop to Walker, rather. He puts it up, no good. Walker gets it again, puts it up, scores. And that makes the score 6-4. Devils now up by 2. Number 22, Chad Mullins with it. Goes to Hensley, now to Baker. Baker puts up the shot from 3. Brian Baker picking up his first 3 points on the evening. Makes the score 9-4. Devils up by 5. Number 24, Bishop now with it. Bishop over to Starnes. Starnes to number 34, Love. Love throws back down to Starnes. Starnes gives it to Bishop as he works his way over to the right side of the court. Finds number 40. And Brent Herron picks up the tip for the Devils. Gives it to Brian Baker, number 12. Baker throws over to Chad Mullins. Mullins now back to Baker. Baker moves around through the top of the key. Throws over to the right side to number 32, Herron. Thinks about shooting. Decides to give it to Mullins. He puts it up and draws the foul. Chris Lark gets set to come into the contest for the Blue Devils as Brian Baker comes over and has a seat. Number 22, Chad Mullins at the line. His team up by 5. The shot is up and good by Mullins. Mullins will have one more shot coming to him. This time the shot is up and it's good as well. David Blackwell moving toward the locker room with the assistance of Coach Bill Housewright, one of the phys ed teachers here at the middle school as well as football coach. I don't understand what the problem is. I didn't see him get injured, and we hope there is nothing serious. Number 34, Walker puts it up. Or no, that's Love. Sorry, Love puts it up and scores from 3, picking up his first 3. Makes the score 11-7. Number 12, Brian Baker has it. He goes down, shoots, and scores. Brian Baker picks up his 5th point on the evening now. The score 13-7. 3 minutes, 8 seconds remaining here in the first period. Bishop has the ball, throws over to number 20, which is Starnes. Now down to number 52, Walker. Walker back to Starnes. Starnes circles around to the left side of the court, finds Bishop open. Bishop now back to Starnes. Starnes right into the hands of Brent Herron. Herron now to Chris Lark, number 20. Lark takes the ball over to number 12, Brian Baker. Baker over to Chad Mullins, number 22. Mullins now to number 20, Chris Lark. Lark circles around, looks for someone, finds Brent Herron inside. He moves further inside, underneath, puts up the shot, and scores. Brent Herron picks up his 6th point now on the game and makes the score 15-7 with 2:22 remaining in the first period of play. Number 20 now for the War Eagles has the ball, throws down to number 22. 22 having a little bit of trouble, finds number 20, which is Starnes. Now to Bishop. Bishop circles around to the right side of the court, moves inside, goes out of bounds off the fingertips of Chris Lark. So therefore it will be the War Eagles ball. Goes into number 52 of the War Eagles. Walker goes out of bounds. Blue Devils ball. Number 12, Brian Baker gets the inbound. He's going to be taking it down court, crosses the mid-court line, and throws over to number 20, Chris Lark. Lark to Herron. Herron puts out the shot. It's good by Brent Herron. He picks up his 8th point. Now on the contest, he's leading in scoring for the Devils as of the first period of play. Bishop takes the ball down, throws over now to number 12, which is Bowen. Now over to number 52, Walker. Walker now back to Bishop. Bishop throws to Walker. Walker puts up the shot. It's no good. And Gate City loses the tip as it goes out of bounds into the stands. Possession goes to the Blue Devils. Brad Hensley getting set to do the inbounding down in front of the cheerleaders. Hensley into Baker. Baker now goes around, finds number 22, Chad Mullins. Mullins puts up the shot. It's good by Chad Mullins. Picks up his 6th point now on the contest. 1:04 remaining in the first period. 19-7 is the score. Bishop throws over to number 34, which is Love. Now back to Bishop. Bishop circles around. The shot goes up and is made by Bishop as he makes his first 2. Score 19-9. Devils holding on to a 10-point lead. Number 20, Chris Lark has the ball. Throws over to Brian Baker. Baker now to Lark. Lark underneath to Hensley. He puts up the shot. It's no good. Todd Williams, number 55, underneath, puts it up. No good. And it's going to be Gate City getting it again. Hensley puts it up and scores by Brad Hensley. His first 2. Team's 21st. Devils with a 12-point lead. Number 12, Bowen has the ball for the War Eagles. Gives it to number 24, Bishop. Underneath now to number 22. And Todd Williams steals it away underneath, trying to get it off. Finds Chris Lark. Lark now down to Hensley. Couldn't make the layup as the ball got out of his hands. And that ends the first period of the score. Gate City 21, Rye Cove 9. Let's look at scores. First for Rye Cove, Jason Bishop with 2, Tony Love with 3, and Danny Walker with 4. For Gate City, Chad Mullins with 6, Brent Herron with 8, Brad Hensley with 2, and Brian Baker with 5. We're getting set to go into our second 8-minute period, and after that, of course, we'll break for the halftime. Rye Cove's cheerleaders taking their turn out on the court now. 21-9 is the score. Once again, Devils up by 12. The buzzer sounds there, and we're about set to go into the second half of play. Second quarter of play, I should say. Number 24, Bishop, receives the inbound from one of his teammates. He goes over now, finds number 12, Bowen. Bowen now to Bishop. Bishop moves around the three-point perimeter, gets to number 12, Bowen. Bowen out of number 52. Walker, he puts up the shot and scores his 6th point. Pulls his team within 10 now, 21-11. Brian Baker working his way down court slowly but surely as he gets down to number 50, Chris Lark. Lark over to number 12, Baker. Baker to Mullins. Mullins back to Baker to work, keeping the ball over on the right side of the court. Back to Mullins. Mullins puts up this shot. It's no good. Hensley with it, puts it up, no good. And it's going to be number 22. Taking it down, 24 rather. That's Bishop. Back to Bowen now. Bowen with the ball, throws over to Bishop again. Bishop now moves around inside, has a little bit of trouble. Finds Bowen now. Bowen back to Bishop. 7:01 now remaining in the first half. The shot up, no good, and we have a foul call. Chad Mullins picking up his first as well as the team's first. And timeout has been called by one of the two teams, not sure which one it was. The Devils holding on to a 10-point lead now. 21-11 is the score with 6 minutes, 58 seconds remaining here in the first half of play. Gate City, as I before said, lost to this team up there at Rye Cove, I'm pretty sure. Played them a pretty good game. I don't remember a lot about it. It was most thing I remember about that was the huge crowd at the game. Both sides of the gymnasium up at Rye Cove was packed solid, and I do mean solid. I was sitting in the middle of the crowd trying to do my commentary, and it was quite hectic for everyone there, like sardines packed in against the bleachers. We're about set to start once again. The shot up is good by Bishop. Picks up his 3rd point, and here's his 4th. 21-13 now the score. Number 12, Brian Baker with the ball, throws over to number 14, Blackwell. Blackwell now to Hensley. Hensley underneath to Heron. Heron puts up the shot and scores. Brent Heron picks up his 10th point now. 6 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in the first half. Walker puts up the shot and scores his 8th point now. Number 14, David Blackwell with the ball. Blackwell circling around, trying to find someone. Finds Hensley wide open underneath. He puts up the shot, no good. Mullins with it, puts it up and scores. Chad Mullins with his 8th point. Number 24, Bishop, now with the ball. Throws over to Bowen. Number 12, now to Bishop. Bishop circles around, finds number 22, which is Roten. Now to Bowen, to Walker. He puts up the shot. It's no good, and we're going to have a foul call. No foul. It's just a turnover of some sort there, as it's going to be Hensley's ball out of bounds. Not sure exactly what the officials called it. 5:55 remaining here in the first half. Gate City up by 10, 25-15. Number 12, Brian Baker has the ball for the Devils. Gives it to Heron. Heron to Mullins. It puts it up from 3, no good. Heron comes up with the rebound, but loses it to Love. Throws down court to Bishop, number 24. Bishop now to Walker. Walker puts up the shot and scores. The score now 25-17. Devils up by 9. And it's going to be Chad Mullins throwing over to Brian Baker. Baker
Throws over to number 14, David Blackwell, after almost falling with the ball. Number 22, Mullins has it. He puts up the shot, and it's no good. Hensley puts it back up, no good. Heron puts it up, no good. It's going to be Hensley with the ball, but there's going to be a foul call. Number 50 of Gate City, Brad Hensley with his first. Number 24, Bishop, now down to Bowen, number 12. Bowen throws over to number 22. Block shot by Chad Mullins. Goes out of bounds. A beautiful block there by Mullins. 34, inbounding it to Bowen. Bowen gives it to Bishop. Bishop to Love. He puts up the shot, no good. Walker comes over there, puts it up and scores. Danny Walker now with his 12th point of the game. Number 22. Chad Mullins now with the ball. Mullins gives it to Baker. Baker now over to number 14, Blackwell. Blackwell to number 12, Baker. Baker to number 32, Heron. Heron puts up the shot, it's no good, and we have a charge call. Coach Blackwell irate, and he gets the technical. Coach Blackwell still talking to the official. He got warned there by him. Kept on talking, and the official slapped him with the technical. But Coach Blackwell didn't seem to have a reason to be upset. Bishop's going to go to the line, and he'll have 2 shots for the technical. First is up and missed. Sorry.
So we'll have one more coming. It's up, and it's missed as well. So nothing of any significance comes out of the technical foul on Coach Sandy Blackwell. Number 24, Bishop, over to number 20 of the Ryco Team Starnes. Now back to Bishop. Bishop over to Starnes. Starnes to number 34, Love. Love to Bishop. He puts up the shot. It's blocked. And number 12, Brian Baker comes up with the ball. Baker takes the ball down, puts up the shot. It's good by Brian Baker as he picks up his 7th point. Team's 27.
Scored 27-19. Number 52 with the ball. Puts up the shot. It's no good.
And Brad Hensley comes up with the steal or rebound of it. Number 12, Baker takes the ball down. He puts up the shot. It's no good. And Ryco steals it away this time.
Long pass down to Walker. He puts up, tries to stuff it, but misses.
This will be number 12, Brian Baker with the ball.
This is quite an exciting game.
K-City's crowd really getting into it, especially after the technical foul on Sandy Blackwell.
Number 22, Mullins, puts it up for a 3, no good.
Number 52 has the ball, and it's going to be a foul call on number 22, Chad Mullins.
Chad's second. Number 20, Starnes, inbounding number 24, Bishop. Bishop, now back to Starnes. Starnes to Bishop again. Bishop over to number 34, which is Love. Now to Walker. Walker back to Bishop. Bishop moves around, tries to get by Chad Mullins. Just a little short for Chad, however. Number 24, Bishop, now underneath the number 22. And Brad Hensley gets the foul. Hensley with his second man. And it will send someone to the line. Number 22, Charlie Roten. First shot's up and missed. Second shot's up, and it's good as it rolls around the world. Gay City's ball, 27-20 the score. Devils holding on to a 7-point lead now. 2:51 remaining, and it's Brad Hensley's ball. Gives it to Mullins puts up the shot and good by Chad Mullins. His 10th. Number 24 now. Bishop throws over to number 20, Starnes. Starnes now down. Good job, Brad Hensley. If he can hold on to it, he doesn't, but Brent Herron does. And the Devils come up with possession. Throws down now to Baker. Baker holds on to it. Gives it over to Mullins. It goes out of bounds. Gate City's ball. Number 50, Brad Hensley does the inboundings to Brian Baker. Baker. Now over to number 14, David Blackwell. Blackwell. Now back over to Baker. Baker throws over to number 22, Mullins. He took up the shot. Good. Chad Mullins hot tonight shooting as he's made his last 3 in a row, at least. The score now 31-20. Devils up by 11. Mullins with his 12th point. Number 20 has the ball for Rye Cove. Throws down to number 22. And we have a jump ball called. And it's going to be Gate City coming up with possession. Substitution coming in for the War Eagles. Number 50 comes in as number 22 has a seat. That's Bowen replacing Roten. The other Bowen. There's 2 Bowens on the team. Thomas Bowen over there. Number 12, Brian Baker has the ball. Minute 46 remaining. 31-20 the score. Baker throws over to number 14, Blackwell. He puts up the shot. It's no good. And the ball is going to go to Hensley. No, make that Mullins. Mullins now to Blackwell. Blackwell puts up the shot. It's no good. And it goes out of bounds. Gate City's ball in a minute and a half.
Just under a minute and a half remaining in the first half.
Baker doing the inbounding. Finds number 14, David Blackwell. Blackwell back to Baker. Baker decides to shoot. It's a little too hard. And number 20 takes the ball down. That's Starnes for the Devils. Finds number 52, Walker. Walker puts up the shot. No good. And Hensley comes up with it for the Devils. Hensley gives it to Baker. Baker crosses the midcourt line. 31-20 the score. A minute, 1 second now remaining here in the first half. Under a minute now as number 14, David Blackwell, has the ball. Throws over to Chad Mullins. They're going to take time off the clock. Mullins puts up the shot. No good. Hensley, no, make that low. Comes up with it underneath for the War Eagles. This will be number 20 taking the ball down for that team. Gives it to number 34, Love. Shoots from 3, misses, and Chad Mullins comes up with the rebound. Mullins takes things slowly. 35 seconds now remaining in the first half. Baker has it. Gives it to Blackwell. Blackwell goes over to number 12, Baker. Baker now circling around. Finds number 14, David Blackwell. Blackwell throws down to number 12, Brian Baker. Baker now to Blackwell. And Blackwell looking to find someone. 12 seconds now remaining. Blackwell to Baker. Baker drives inside, sort of, but he doesn't get past the 3-point line. As Blackwell has it, gives it to Herron. Herron puts up the shot, no good. Mullins has it, cuts it up, and there's the bucket,
which ends the first half. Get the score. Gate City 31, Rye Cove 20. Devils with an 11-point lead. And let me give you a rundown of the scores. First for Rye Cove, Jason Bishop has 4, Tony Love with 3, and Danny Walker with 12. He's leading. For the Devils, Chad Mullins has 12, Brent Herron with 10, Brad Hensley with 2, and Brian Baker with 7. Mullins leading for the Devils. We're going to break now for the halftime and be back in 1 moment with the second half. Okay, we're back for action here in the second half now. It's going to be number 52, Walker. Throw it over to 34, Love. Now to 20, Starnes. And he scores his first 2 points of the evening. 31-22, now the score. Number 20 for Rye Cove with the ball. Starnes tries to work it down as it goes out of bounds. 34 now, Love. Throws over to number 52, Walker. Walker puts up the shot. It's no good. Number 22, Mullins, gives it to Baker. Baker now puts up the shot. and it is no good by Baker with Brent Herring coming up with the rebound. Puts up the shot, and it drops. Herring picks up his 12th point on the game now, and number 24, Bishop, with the ball for the Blue Devils, or for the War Eagles. Number 34 with it. Throws over to number 52, Walker. Walker now to number 24, Bishop. Bishop to Walker. Walker. Now, no, that's not Walker. That's number 50, Bowen. Thomas Bowen. Now to number 24, Bishop, and he gives it to Walker, who puts up the shot and scores his 14th point of the game. Makes the score 33-24 with 6:32 remaining. David Blackwell, number 14, has the ball. Blackwell throws back to number 22, Chad Mullins. Mullins now over to number 14, Blackwell. Blackwell to number 12, Baker. He puts up the shot, no good. And we have a foul on Bishop, number 24. His first, as I have listed, and it will send number 12, Brian Baker, to the line. The first shot is up and good by Baker. Second shot is up, and it's good as well. So Baker completes both of those, adds his 9th point to the game, and it's going to be Cove's number 24 taking the ball down court, throws over to number 34 now. Now to Bishop again. He puts up the shot, it's no good. With the ball going out of bounds, possession goes to Cove getting possession. Number 34 doing the inbounding. And possession goes out. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession goes back to Cove again. Shot goes up, no good. And we have Gate City coming up with possession. Blackwell takes the ball down, gives it to Hensley underneath, but we have a foul called. Number 20 of Cove, Andy Starnes, picks up his first. Brian Baker with the ball, inbounding to Mullins. Mullins puts up the shot, it's no good. And Love comes up with it, throws down court to Walker. Walker taking it down, stuffs it, but it's not going to count as the whistle blew before he dunked it. Number 12, Brian Baker picks up his first now. .34 of Cove, inbounding to number 20, now to number 52. He puts up the shot, and it's good by Danny Walker. His 16th point now, 35-26 to score. Devils with a 9-point lead. Brian Baker has the ball. Baker throws over to number 22, Chad Mullins. Mullins to Herring. Herring puts up the shot, it's good by Brent Herring, number 32. Number 24, Bishop, now with the ball as it goes down, and number 20, Starnes, will be doing the inbounding for the War Eagles. Number 52 now with the ball, goes over to number 50, Bowen. Now to number 34, Love, to Walker. He puts up the shot, no good, but we have a foul called on Chad Mullins. Mullins third. And it will send number 52 to the line. First shot's up and no good. Rolled around the wrong way. So he'll have another one. Second shot's up, and it's no good as well. And it's going to be Chad Mullins taking the ball down court for the Blue Devils. Mullins over to Blackwell, number 14, now to Baker. Baker to Hensley. Hensley puts up the shot, and it's good. Bucket will count it. He's fouled. Hensley picks up his fourth, hopes to make his fifth if he can complete the three-point play. The first shot is up and good by Hensley. And that will be the only shot as he was completing the three-point play. He does so successfully. He makes the score 40-26. Number 24, Bishop now takes the ball down for the War Eagles. Circles around, all the way around. Finds number 20 now. Now to number 24. And right into the hands of number 22, Chad Mullins. Mullins down to Hensley. Hensley to Heron. And it'll be Ryko's ball out of bounds. Starnes now into Love, back to Starnes again. Starnes throws down to number 40. He puts up the shot, it's no good. Number 52, Love, has it. He puts it up, no good. And number 12, Brian Baker, has possession of the ball for the Blue Devils. Baker throws over to Blackwell. Blackwell to Heron. Heron now puts up the shot. It is no good. And number 34 of Rye Cove has it. Gives it to Bishop. Number 24 now to number 52. And number 52 puts it up, no good. Brad Hensley now with the ball. Number 14, David Blackwell with it. Number 12, Brian Baker with it now as he circles around, finds number 22, Chad Mullins. Mullins on the right side of the court, looks for someone, moves inside himself, puts it up, no good, but he is a charge. And it will be the charge called against Chad Mullins. His fourth personal. So he's getting the foul trouble now. 40-26 is the score. Devils with a comfortable 14-point lead. Number 24, Bishop, takes the ball down the court for the War Eagles. Circling around, goes by Love, one of his own teammates, being guarded by Brian Baker. Finds number 40, out of 52, Walker. He puts up the shot, it's no good. And number 20, Chris Lark, comes up with it. Lark to Baker. Baker now taking the ball down, crosses the midcourt line, throws over to number 20, Chris Lark. Lark to Baker. Baker now to Chris Lark. Lark back to Baker. Baker backs up, throws it to number 32, Brent Heron. Heron puts up the shot, and it's no good by Brent Heron. Don't know where that no came from in front of it, but it is good by Brent Heron. Ryko's ball out of bounds once again. Bishop getting set to inbound it. Bishop now taking the ball down, gives it to number 40. Now to number 50, Brad Hensley. And finally the Chris Lark, number 20. Number 12, Brian Baker with the ball. Throws over to number 32, Brent Heron. Heron puts up the shot, no good, and we have a foul called underneath. Number 50 committing the foul, I believe was what they said. That'd be Thomas Bowen. And we'll send Brent Heron to the line. Heron at the line will be shooting. The first one is up and no good. No good. Second shot up, and it's no good as well. And Ryko's number 50, Bowen, comes up with the rebound. Bowen now takes the ball down court, or rather gets it to Bishop, who does though. Now he throws over to Love, Love to Walker, and we have a foul called. Brad Hensley picks up his third, and it'll be Ryko's ball out of bounds. Number 34, Tony Love doing the inbounding, goes down to number 20. 20 now to stolen away by Chris Lark. Lark Gives it to Baker. Baker works the way down the court, puts up the ball and scores. Brian Baker picks up his 11th point now on the contest. 2:15 remaining. 44-26 is the score. That's in the third quarter. 34. Love with the ball. Throws over to number 20. He puts up the shot. It's good by number 20, Andy Stards. And that makes the score 44-28. Brian Baker now takes the ball over to Chris Lark. Lark throws to Brian Baker. Baker now throws down to Brent Herron. Herron puts up the shot, and it's good by Brent Herron. Herron picks up his 18th point. It's number 24 with the ball. That's Bishop. Bishop now throws over, and it goes out into the stands, out of bounds on Gate City. Bishop has the ball, throws over to number 22, Charlie Roten. Roten to number 34. He puts up the shot and scores. That's Tony Love, his 5th. 46-30. Now the score, a minute 12 remaining in the third period of play. Brian Baker taking the ball down court for the Blue Devils. Baker throws over to number 20, Chris Lark. Lark having a little bit of trouble. He still loses it. Number 24, Bishop, takes the ball down. Throws over to number 34. 34 puts up the shot. It's no good. 52 gets the rebound. No, like that 50 gets the rebound. No good. But Brent Herron has it now as he goes down, puts up the shot. Good by Brent Herron. Brent picks up his 20th, I believe. Number 24 with the ball. Gives it to number 34. 34 down to 24. Bishop. Bishop over to number 34, now to 50. He puts up the shot. It's no good. Number 20 puts it up. That's Starnes. The bucket will count in his foul. Shot up and no good. And we're going to have a foul called on Bishop, I believe, with 10 seconds remaining in the third period of play. Number 24 of Rye Cove, Bishop, picks up the foul, and it will send David Blackwell to the line. First shot up and good by David Blackwell. His first point on the evening. Second shot up, it's good as well. Rocco's ball, number 52, Walker has it. He puts it up, no good. Number 50, Henson. Now down the Lark, shoots a long throw down. It's no good. It's a buzzer sound. The score at the end of the third, Gate City 50, Rye Cove 32. And we're going to take a short timeout as both squads of cheerleaders comes out on the court. And we'll watch them. Good job by the cheerleaders there, doing one of their most popular cheers to the fans anyway. Didn't get a chance to give you the rundown of the scores for both teams at this intermission. Perhaps they'll call a timeout in a moment when I'll be able to do so. But we do get set to go into the fourth period of play. The score 50-32. Number 50, Brad Hensley, doing the inbounding to Brian Baker. Baker now with the ball, throws over to Lark. Lark circles back around, finds David Blackwell. Blackwell now to Chris Lark. Lark almost loses it out of bounds, and possession goes to Rye Cove. No, Gate City, as it was out on his foot. Number 50, Brad Hensley with the ball, throws down to number 12, Baker. Baker now over to number 20, Chris Lark. Lark now throws to Brian Baker. Baker puts up the shot, it's no good, and it's going to be number 24 coming up with it for Rye Cove. And he's having all kinds of trouble. Finally, Gate City comes up with it. Hensley puts up the shot, no good, and Blackwell has it this time, but they say he walked. Rye Cove's ball now. Referee getting a towel to wipe up some sweat off of the gym floor. They roll the ball in to save a little bit of time off the clock. Gate City up 50-32 with 7 minutes, 14 seconds remaining. It's going to be number 24, Bishop. Throw it over to number 20. He puts up the shot. It's no good. And number 12, Brian Baker, has the ball. Baker crosses the midcourt line. Throws over now to David Blackwell. Blackwell almost loses it, regains control of it. Throws over to Hensley. Hensley puts up the shot, and it's good by Brad Hensley. 52-32, Devils up by 20. Number 34 with it, gives it to number 24. He puts up the shot, and it's good by Bishop. His 6th point now on the evening. Number 50, Brad Hensley has it, gives it to Brian Baker. Baker now over to number 20, Chris Lark. Lark to number 14, David Blackwell. Now over to the top of the key to Brian Baker. Baker looks around to get it somewhere. Stolen away by number 24, Bishop. He looks back, sees Baker, but he puts up the shot. It's good. Bucket will count, and he's fouled. Number 24 at the line. The shot up and good by Bishop. So he completes the 3-point play. Number 12 now, Brian Baker. Throws over now to number 20, Lark. Lark now over to Hensley. Hensley to number 14, David Blackwell. Blackwell to number 32, Brent Herron. Herron puts up the shot. It's no good. Blackwell gets the ball. Blackwell puts it up. No good. And number 34 this time, Love, comes up with it for the War Eagles. Love goes down, shoots from the top of the key, puts it up, no good. Number 32, Herron, throws over now to number 20, Chris Lark. Lark takes the ball down, throws over and out of bounds. And I don't know who possession will go to. Gate City. Or, no, Rye Cove, sorry. I don't know where Gate City came from. I was looking right at him. Anyway, number 24, Bishop for Rye Cove, takes the ball down, throws over now to number 52, Walker. He puts it up, no good. And Chris Lark has the ball. Lark throws over now. Stolen away by number 34, Love. He shoots from 3, no good. And Hensley comes up with it. 5:16 remaining in the game. 52-37 is the score. Brian Baker, number 12, having possession at the moment. Baker tries to get the ball off. He does. Gets it to Chris Lark. Lark now over to number 50, Brad Hensley. Hensley to David Blackwell. Blackwell circling around, goes back to someone, and it goes out of bounds, but I think it'll be out on Rye Cove as the official signaling that possession will go to Gate City. Number 24, stolen away there by Rye Cove, and they say he walked, so possession will go to the Devils.
Number 32, Brent Herron at the baseline for the Devils. Throws in to number 50, Brad Hensley, and to David Blackwell now, who will take the ball down for his team. Gives it to Brian Baker. Baker down to David Blackwell. Blackwell to Mullins. Mullins now, goes out of bounds on Rye Cove. It'll be Gate City's ball. Number 50, Brad Hensley, inbounding to David Blackwell. Number 14, Blackwell back to number 12, Brian Baker. Baker to number 22, Chad Mullins. Mullins now circling around. Goes down to Brian Baker. Baker to number 14, David Blackwell. Now to number 22, Chad Mullins, and timeout has been called. And that will give me an opportunity to give you a rundown of the scores so far for both teams. Starting up for Rye Cove, Andy Starnes has a total of 6. Jason Bishop has 9. Tony Love has a total of 5. And Thomas, I'll make that Danny Walker, has a total of 16. Now for the Blue Devils. David Blackwell has 2. Chad Mullins with 12. Brent Herron has 20. He's leading in scoring. Brad Hensley has a total of 7. And Brian Baker has 11. And that's the scores for both teams as they get set to come out of the huddle. Number 50, Hensley, doing the inbounding down in front of Gate City's bench. Goes over to Brian Baker. Baker now looking for someone, finds number 22, Chad Mullins. And we're going to have a traveling called, and it will be Rye Cove's ball. 52-37 with 4:07 remaining in the contest. Bishop takes the ball down for the Blue Devils, or for the War Eagles, sorry, goodness. And we're going to have a foul called. No, not a foul, just the possession turnover, which will go to Rye Cove on the violation there. Number 24, working his way around, puts up the shot and scores. That's Bishop. Number 12, Baker, throws down to David Blackwell. Blackwell now with the ball. Throws over to Brian Baker. Baker now to Chad Mullins, number 22. Mullins way down the other side of the court to Blackwell. Now to Hensley. Hensley to number 14. Baker. Baker loses control to Hensley. Hensley. Now, nope, it's going to be number 34. Love coming up with it. Goes over to 20. Starnes. He puts up the shot. It's no good. Number 22, Chad Mullins, has the ball. Foul on number 20, Andy Starnes, his second, as I have listed. Number 22, Chad Mullins, with the ball. Mullins puts the first shot up. It's no good. And number 22 of Rye Cove, Charlie Roten, gives it to Bishop. Bishop takes it down. 52-39 is the score. And Baker has the ball for the Blue Devils. Gives it to Mullins. Mullins now works his way down court. Throws down to Brent Herron. Herron puts up the shot and scores. Brent Herron with his 22nd point, as I have listed.